do a fucking funeral procession through the city.
Units are in pursuit. We're counting 1, 2, 3, 15 minutes now. When we were initially tipped off, this was going eastbound on the 10 freeway. Got off the freeway, and again now on DUI driver. Just the driver in this car.
Commercial area?
It looks like a commercial area. As we come out a little bit wider, you can see the bright lights near the top of the screen. It looks like there are restaurants there.
Okay, and now he appears to be in more of a residential area. Give us an idea of what street we're on.
Road.
Duarte Road. And you're in.
It does look like a residential area.
And you're in Duarte now?
Oh.
Drive erratically like they're DUI?
It has been a fairly slow speed pursuit.
I don't like this person that's calling this chase.
Off the freeways, he's
twice, 3 times. We have not seen any signs of other occupants, just the driver at this point.
Does it surprise you not to see very much traffic out there on a Friday night?
Completely
you would expect more cars.
They're ready to
but
give this
I
thing
guess
up.
it's good news. Oh, and we see this driver rolling down the window.
They're not fucking
at this
doing
intersection.
anything.
Several times, at least half a dozen by my count, where the drivers rolled down the window, at some point even extended his or her hands outside the window and had some sort of communication with the officers behind him.
But I think they're just a few seconds
Give us an idea. Or are we back in a parking lot?
Trying to find somewhere to give up.
So it looks like what that driver just did as we were zoomed in there, they sped up a little bit and drove through Business Center Drive back to Evergreen, and now this maneuver, right, turning in circles, going back down the same roads, this is something that we've been seeing. Now back on Business Center Drive. This could be an area with, it looks...
A pit maneuver right there
like
would be ideal.
And again,
these are... right turn again.
These are CHP officers in pursuit here?
They have no reason to think that they have a weapon.
That is correct. California Highway Patrol, they took this over from Monterey Park Police after it started in the Monterey Park area. Of course, when it got onto the freeways, it was eastbound on the 10 initially. Monterey Park Police still behind this car. As we widen out, though, you can see for now it's just these 3 CHP units. And of course, the airship overhead with us.
Julia, what is the freeway you're paralleling there?
That, if I am not mistaken, is the 210. We are now on Central Avenue. Back on Central Avenue.
In the city of Duarte?
You got ignored, bitch.
Once again, as we look at this would seem to be a perfect time to initiate any kind of pit maneuver or put out spike strips. There are not very many cars out there on the road. I say not very many. I haven't seen any cars so far at all. Julia, can you give us an idea of what you're coming up on?
I just got Denny's wasted right now. I just had some chocolate hush puppies.
This alleyway. Now, we've seen this maneuver as well earlier, driving through what appeared to be a private alleyway.
Is that a park? Or a golf course or something? All that green on one side?
Shut
up,
lady.
It appears to be. And this is now close
this is the
to
most
a
boring
residential
fucking police chase
area.
I've ever seen. This is ridiculous.
Are there any other landmarks, or does it appear there are cul-de-sacs? Does this guy know the area? I mean,
it's windy
what's your best gauge on this?
Parallel to the 605
I'm
north
just pulling over to get a little bit of rest before I get back on the
pursuit,
road.
Had 2 stretches earlier on the 605, northbound both times.
Does it appear he's
exiting at Huntington Drive and leading us in circles on surface streets here?
Does it appear he's looking to get back on the freeway? He's just trying to find his way out of this residential area? Julia, can you hear me?
Behind backyards. We have not seen any pedestrians, so that at least is good news. And yes, it is a little surprising to me how little traffic.
With a suspected DUI. Monterey Park Police followed him on surface streets out there. We've seen a lot of this stop and go. As he's turning the corner there, the window's down. He almost appears to be communicating.
Like, what the fuck you want, cop?
Again, this was originally in Monterey Park. The PD there followed him for quite a while. When he got on the freeway,
there's
the
no
10
talking
freeway
your way out of
and the
this
605
already.
freeway. CHP is
you
with
can't
him.
tell.
He almost appears to be going in circles, going through many parking lots
You
there.
sound like you're talking
in fact,
circles.
at one point we saw him drive into a parking garage.
I always
turn around,
have a
come
problem
out
with
the
these
other
fucking
side with
news people.
with about.
IFB is breaking up here. Radios are getting a little scratchy as we near the hour mark.
How do radios
California
get scratchy?
Highway Patrol.
The area seems to be very familiar. He keeps going back to the place. We've seen him go through this area before. And the CHP
or he
almost
just
appears
might be
to be getting
panicking
a little more
and getting
aggressive
chased by the
now.
cops.
Is that what it looks like to you?
That is what it looks like to me. You see them doing it right here as this driver turns through this parking lot. Earlier we...
What's also interesting about this, if this was a suspected DUI driver and not a stolen car,